He sat grinning on national television, pleading for his wife to come home. He was the one who had murdered her and dismembered her body. Some people felt sorry for 25-year-old Mitchell Key as he sat on the sofa on the This Morning TV show. He was being interviewed by Richard Madeley and really scrutinized. He was asked by Richard Madeley, "Did you kill her?" Mitchell, grinning, replied, No, I just wish someone would listen to me." Some eagle-eyed viewers couldn't help but to think that something was off with this so-called grieving husband. Lindsay and Mitchell from Southport had got married in 1995. Lindsay was just 17 years old at the time. Now, the pair went on to have 2 children together, and Lindsay was a great mum. Despite things seeming normal to the outside world, behind closed doors, Mitchell was a violent man. Lindsay had even got the courage to leave Mitchell a number of times and seek help from a women's domestic violence support service. However, Mitchell was extremely intimidating and manipulative. The pair ended up back together, and then around Christmas 1998, the mother of 2 vanished. It would take an entire 2 months before she was actually reported missing, and this wasn't by her husband. Social services had to get police involved. Suddenly, Mitchell was under the spotlight and police were questioning him about the last time he'd seen his wife. He claimed he hadn't seen her since Christmas Day. He told them that she'd just upped and left him without any consideration for their children. This really didn't fit what Lindsay's friends and family knew of her. He painted this sob story of himself being a victim, and he also told the press, "I thought she would have come back for the kids, but she obviously does not care about us anymore." He knew this was a vicious lie. He even went as far as to concoct a story to authorities that he'd once seen her in a black Mercedes in Southport, and she'd sent him a letter saying that she'd run off with another man. The police knew that Mitchell was extremely suspicious. He was seen kind of grinning and didn't seem to be acting the way that you actually would if your wife had vanished. They had no way, though, to prove that he was involved in his wife's disappearance. Over the next 18 months, Mitchell almost went on this strange publicity spree, going on different TV shows talking about the case. It seemed like he was enjoying the attention and goading police. Now, Mitchell sent one police officer a Christmas card with a bottle of hair dye as a gift. He put on the card, "Get rid of the grey bits to have extra confidence." Mitchell even allowed a documentary crew to follow him round filming to create some sort of show. Ultimately, police realised that they were going to have to interrogate Mitchell. They ended up arresting him, and after a couple of days of interrogation, he ended up admitting to the hideous crime. He'd callously and brutally strangled his wife to death. This was after they got in an argument because Lindsay said she wanted a divorce. Once she was dead, he hid her body in a bedroom and covered the cracks in the door so that her children wouldn't smell the body. Chillingly, Mitchell had actually convinced his butcher brother Elliot to help him dismember her body. Mitchell then scattered her body parts over various parts of the seaside town. Elliot was given 7 years in prison, but only spent 4 years behind bars. Mitchell was given 17 years and has applied for parole numerous times, but this has always been denied.